Now this is another little Try It Tuesday. I'm going to do something, well actually I have made similar to things like this before, but this one was totally inspired by Angie Garcia Cadgwick. I'll put her video link below. I love her work, absolutely amazing. And I think she's done an altered paperclip. I'm not sure whether mine's going to be a paperclip or not. Okay, but it's just going to be some form of dangle for somebody. It's actually one of Jaden's friends. They like rusty things and everything. So I'm going to do something up with a key. There's my key. And I've also, and she's studying fashion. So I thought I'd use these old hooks, okay, as well. And that is going to sort of, they're going to be stitched down. And then they're going to go under there, like 4 of them. Because I think that just slips. Sorry. They will slip on there like that. Okay, and then I will stitch sort of that there. They're not really doing anything because I can glue this down. But it's just so that, just to make it look a little bit different and use something to do with like, you know, fashion. Not fashion so much, but sewing. So I'm going to have 4 of those. Okay, and I'm going to have a key in the middle. I'm not sure what the dangle's going to be yet. I think that's going to go about there. It just fits in. And then I'm going to have some dangles down here. I mean, it could be another key, but I think I'm just going to use 1 key. But I'll find something to go down here. This could be used to hang it up rather than it being a page, you know, on a paper clip. So I don't need that. It's more of to hang it up, really. Yeah, so I'll show you my process. I've got to there, okay, which I'm going to make 2 actually, because I've only got 2 of these. So I shall do 2. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So that's my sort of experiment. And I quite like it. And I use the, what do you call it? Paper, not paper. You know, I never remember its name. Solvay, that's it. Okay, I use that to cover all the bits and pieces, and then I stitch over it. Okay, all right, and you actually you actually put the whole piece in warm soapy water, and it completely dissolves. Yeah, it's brilliant stuff. But I can sew on top of it, you see, and it keeps it all together, stops it being trapped into your machine. Even though sometimes I still do it. Because we do like to test our machines. Right, these ones, I haven't actually got any real rusty keys, but these ones were, I think that's alcohol ink on there. I done those ages ago. So as a base, I just put some alcohol ink on them, like a brownie colour. Okay, maybe a bit of black as well. All right, so that one hasn't got anything. So I thought I'd try and use this on that, see what it's like. And then I'll do another one of these up. It's quite big, that one, though. Never mind, I'll do it. See what happens. Okay, these I quite like as they are. I mean, they're missing gems and things, but I'm not worried about that. So I'm not sure about putting any on there. I actually quite like that because it looks old. And it still sort of goes, really. So I think I'll leave those alone. Okay, so let's do this up now. I tend to do it with my finger. Let's have a look. I've got a bit of brown already, but I'm going to put a bit more on. I'm going to put definitely brown on this one. Right, these are from Prima. Got these a long time ago. Rust Effect paste. Oh, made in Hungary, actually. Here we are. I think they come in a set. Is that one? That one. And that one. Okay, and I've also got this one here because I quite like it when it has, you know, this green metallic-y bit of rust on it as well. So that's different. I think I got that off Amazon, but it's VIVA Rusty Patina. I think they do a couple of different things. That's it, but I'm using those because I think, well, Prima ones are most probably more accessible for you. Right, yeah, brown. I like a hard brush for this, but it's okay. It'll go hard in a minute because it's yeah, I do tend to do this with all my finger, but I thought about not considering I'm videoing today and going out later, so I just don't like using that. It's too flimsy. Okay, I'm going to do it with my finger. Never mind, it'll come off. And I just put a bit of that on. Okay, and I need to put a bit more on this one. Because I've got no base at all on this one, have I? So I'm hoping it'll stick. Okay, I'll just leave that like that to dry. That'll give me a bit of a base. Okay. These are actually drying up, so I've got to use them now and do some more rusting techniques just to make sure I get the benefit out of buying them, because they are drying up. So, okay, next base. See if I can find a nice firm brush. This one's no good, it's actually rubbish. Okay, got one. This is like one of the shoulder brushes I use, and because I'm using it on acrylic, it wears down, you see, and then you're left with a little tiny bit. But it's great for things like this. Yeah, I'm going to sort of, I tend to, if anything, go sort of backwards and forwards with all of them. There's no sort of pattern as such. This one's nearly gone, actually. That's all that's left there. I shouldn't have that there, should I? Okay. Anyway, people do know my address, so I'm not that weird. Okay. Still, sorry, I still put my finger. I can't. Went to use a brush and thought, no, I don't like it. Right. And I leave bits behind as well. Okay. Just put a bit on there as well. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a bit more on here. It's definitely better with the alcohol ink base first, definitely. This one will take a little bit more building up. Most probably could have gessoed it, if you know what I mean, because gesso is pretty good primer. So let's get it now. And sometimes you can overwork things like this. You're best sometimes to do a couple of layers, leave it to dry, leave it alone until the next day, and then just go over it a little bit more. Just sort of dabbing it around. And if it gets a little, like here, a little bit too bright, just go over it with the brown. Okay, a little bit red. And dull it down again. Maybe green. Bit of red in there. Okay. All right. You can see that. Okay. And I would leave that now and then take a look at it, you know, another day. And how many have I done? I've only done one, haven't I? So, okay, I'm just going to more of that. It's building up now, so we are getting there. It's got like sand in these ones. Very good though. Definitely easier with a little bit of alcohol base. Yeah, you see, it's coming off. I think it sort of has something to attach to. Right, I'm going to actually leave that one alone. Okay, and I'm going to let that totally dry on there before I go back in there. Okay, well, so I'm just taking it on and off. Yeah. So there's quite a lot of green on there at the moment. Just found a blob there that I can put in. Okay, so while that's drying, okay, you get your fuzzies. Now, I've got loads, okay, only because I had a load of sari silks. Gosh, I've still got loads left, actually. I must get rid of. I started doing them up in packs, and of course then it was the lockdown, so they're still at all at my sister's. We got to cut them up and bag them up. But yeah, I got some threads here. This is actually pure silk, but it's all knotted up, and I've used a bit of that. This is like sari silk, and got some fuzzy bits here and there. I mean, you can use little tiny bits of this just to pack it out. Honestly, you know, it really doesn't matter. So some of it will show, the rest will be covered up, you know, totally. So it really doesn't matter. Just gives a little bit of a squishy base then. There's a little bit of copper thread there. And let's put some more of this, you know, these bits, look. It's all out of the bits and pieces. And just sort of start laying it down, really. And it pretty stays there. If you squish it down with your fingers. Let's put some of this around. Okay, that's definitely some of this. So the persons I'm sort of thinking of doing this for, actually, their favourite colour is green, or Jaden's friend. So going to sort of actually I might put that up there. Okay. Because that's going to, you know, if I stitch all around here, you know, that's going to be sort of around the outside. Like that. And then there's all this. I wanted a bit of different colour as well. So I've put that in for a bit of contrast. I've just see what happens. Because don't forget, you can always cover it up. Okay, not a problem. There we go. There we go. Just have a little bit more coming out of there. Yeah. Okay. Right, I've got a bit of, here it is. I'm really bad. I don't even pin it, but you should pin it on. Just cut some of that. Okay, I will pin it on. I mean, this doesn't go through all machines. I have a quilting one actually, because I know, and the jeans machines are pretty good as well. You can get some cheap jean machines. They're Genome, I think. They were always very good for taking thick, you know, fabric and things. Okay. Okay, so I'll take that to my machine. I'll do zigzag stitch thread. I've got green thread on there now, because when I done this one I used like a cream, because that was it was just in there, and I prefer it, I think, if I can lose the stitching. All right, so I'll go and do that. I can't bring this machine in focus, too big. It's like massive. So, and my little one I've lent out, so they were desperate for a machine, so I've lent them my little one. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, it looks pretty unsightly, doesn't it? Right, I haven't got any warm salty warm soapy water here, so I can, it'll still dissolve, but it just goes a little bit sticky. So, but I'll just show you. Yeah, it will dissolve. Just in cotton. This is just cold water, so. Amazing stuff. Okay, just let that do its thing. Just, it feels just a little bit tacky. Actually, I'll give that a rinse and a wash later. All right, like I say, I wanted to show you. I've got the kettle, but I didn't put it. I needed to put the kettle on to show you properly. Warm soapy water normally. Okay, and then you don't get any stickiness. So I feel actually it's not too bad. Okay, and that's totally gone. Look. I just hold it all together while you stitch over the top. So there's other things out there on the market, but anyway, I'll leave that dry. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll get on with the other one just to show you what I'm doing. Okay, because all I done on this one was I just stuck something, you know, in the middle here. That's all. And I think I already added that bit there because that was just a bit of scrap fabric anyway. I already put that on, so they're not similar shapes, not a lot different. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's have a look. I like it that way, I think. Yeah. Okay, so these ones I didn't show you where I got them from. I don't think these are available. I know I bought a load at the time, but another people went there to get them a few years ago, and they were gone. So, you know, I've got 3 packs left, I think. I use them in and out. But, I mean, I'm sure there's different things out there. You might even have some rings or something like that, you know. Because, like, here, I've done this. This is just an old piece of jewellery that I've done up. So, you know, you can use different things. But I just thought that looked nice. So, I shall use that today. The wire. Oh, yes. The wire on here is this is from my stash that I've had a lot when I used to jewelry make, and it's 0.6. I quite like 0.6 for, you know, for winding round things, and because I might even yet when I put these on, I might crisscross a bit of wire. I'm not sure. I've just got to get the sewing done first. Oh, don't want to lose my needle. Okay. Right, so I've got 4 of these. They're very vintage. I found these at a car boot. I've got a whole bag of them. Different clothes, and there's bras. Is it bras? I have them, the hook and eyes, and some dresses used to, didn't they? Yeah. So I'm gonna have it so that there's going to be one at each corner. Bring it in. There we go. Okay, so I place that there. And then I'll stitch this on. Okay, and I'll still be able to slightly lift to get the other one in. You know, it's okay. I think I can. Says me. Right. Now, I don't like sewing on camera at all. I really don't. Because the amount of times I prick my finger. Oh. Plus my eyesight's not very good. So I'll just stitch those on. I'm using green thread. I think my finger's out of the way. I'll do one. I'll do a couple of anchor ones and then make sure it's in the right place. Okay. I think we're all right. I think what it is sort of like you're out here, aren't you, when you're videoing? Right, so that's what I do. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stitch all those on. I won't let you painfully watch me do that. 2 or 3 on each bit. I'll just check that. Yeah, we're fine there. Oh, and I'm a sort of left hand, right hand sewer as well. 1 minute I'll sew this side, and the other side I'll just swap hands and yeah. Okay, so I'll do all 4 like that, and the other one will go the other side, and then there's space down here for the other 2. Okay, about 3 on each, I think. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. Right, I'll just show you what I've done just to make it easier. Okay, I put a bit of glue on the back of this. Okay, use my 3-in-1 glue on there. Okay, but I just glued the top and that bit there, and then here, left that open. Okay, so I can slip all them in. Yeah, in the right place. Yeah, and now that will glue down. Maybe leave it, you know, a little bit. Okay, and then I can stitch them down. All right, and then it stopped moving around. But that's great. I like that. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe crisscrossing some wire. I wasn't sure, but let's see. Because I can always put it on and take it off, because I can put it around the hooks. So I'll have a little look. Okay, so that's all stitched on. Okay, and what I'm going to do was I'm going to glue this bit along here. Okay, and put that I'm so lucky with this key because it just fits in there beautifully. You're there, and then I'm going to stitch with black thread in between the wire that I've put on there to anchor that in its place, yeah, as well as glue, just to stop it coming off. Really, I thought I would do that. I'm not sure whether that top will stick actually, because that's lower than this bit, if you know what I mean. It'll be going downhill, so it's really just a middle bit though. So we want that about there. And preferably straight. Okay, that just sits in there beautifully. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that go for a minute. Okay. And then when that's stuck on there, I shall anchor it in, like I said, in between each of those wire bits there with black thread. I nearly forgot a little bit of antique lace. I've got some vintage lace here, antique or vintage, and I just put a little tab onto here like you do on your tags. Okay, but what I will do, I just managed to do it, you know, with it being stuck down because I forgot, is I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue onto here. Okay, just so I can anchor that a little bit, not much. Okay, and that'll stay there for a bit. Oh, look, I've got gesso everywhere. There we go, and that'll just keep that in place there, and that's well on there. Yeah, but I'm still gonna anchor it with this in between that wire. So if I can see, there we go. You can cover the back, as you know, that's no problem. Right, so that'll slip inside that wire. Okay, and you won't see it. And if you do, it's black anyway, so that's all right. I need to come up a little bit higher. And there we go. Okay, sometimes you might need to trim up a bit, but I'm okay with that. Actually, that's cool. Right, let's think about the dangle. Oh, here I've got these, and they're really thick, like big. Got no idea what they would come off, and I was thinking that who's going to hang that up, we could stitch that onto there like that, and then that could be a hook to hang it up, or you can do your hidden paper clip, you know, that way. But I'm gonna do mine as a hangy thing because there's nowhere that's going to go on a journal. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I am. Okay, I don't know whether I got enough thread here actually. No, I don't think I have, so I'll put that in my little pile. Slightly go under there a little bit, anchor that, because up here it's only thin like bits of thread, so I'm anchoring that to the actual linen that's underneath. Okay, I'm going to go over this a few times, okay? So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to swap sides a minute just to get this nice and straight. Yep, okay, I've got that now anchored. So I shall overstitch quite a lot now. Okay, and get that really sorted. Right, so at the moment, see, it's just going down there, so. Right, so I'll go ahead, overstitch all that, and then I'll be back. Okay, there we are. So all I done was just sort of fluff around there. That's well stitched, because like I said, you can just cover all that up. And I would glue a little bit of fabric on the back. Okay, like I said, it's too heavy for paperclip embellishment, but it's more of a hangy thing, I suppose. So I shall glue that on, and then we'll do the dangle. I've got a little bag of sort of greeny things there. So let's just put this on. Okay, neatens that up, doesn't it? And let's have a look. See what I've got here. This is all stuff that I've got from, that's quite nice, car boot sales and things. That's lovely if he's doing a blacky one, because look how nicely that goes with that. So that could be another one, because it'll bring the black out in that. And I've got this, which I would take apart. It's got little keys on. I might put that on the other one. That is gorgeous. A little bit of bling. Like I say, it's all quite vintage. I might do that on the other one. There's more green in that. I've got a little bit of yellowy mustard in this one. Oh yeah. Straight away. I like that. Okay. And I think I'll use a jump ring. Okay, and close that up. Okay, and there we are. I think that looks lovely, to be honest. Let's have a look, see what we've got here to put. Look at this. As I take that apart. I love it. I'm always pulling bits off for bows and things. There we go. I don't know whether you can see that very well. Oh dear. See what else? Oh, we've got a cream one here. Might work, but it definitely do with ironing. Yeah. Be able to see that a bit better. Okay, and I'll bring it up as well. There we go. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the other one and then come back to you when that's done. Okay, so I do want to. Okay, there's the other one. Okay, and put that dangle on. Oh, there we go. And on the bottom of that one. So basically the same. I didn't have any more black ones. I just had some sort of like that colour there. And key was slightly different, so but still worked. And like I say, stitched on and then covered the back. And then got that as a hook that could be hung up somewhere like that. Okay, so that's the two that we've done. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It's something a little bit different this week again, so lovely. Okay, well, thank you very much everybody for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.